Hello and welcome to Ref Sports. I'm Gargi Raut, and joining me today is Shomik Chakrabarti. Soon, Rohit might join us, might not join us because he's outside. He's getting some important work done for the Australia series that is coming up. But right now, what we're talking about is the fact that we're going to see the final and the second and the final test match of the India versus West Indies test series. First time around, we saw that it was a complete India show, completely dominated by the Indian team. Second time around, West Indies is still a much, much weaker side, but this time around, what they can focus on is giving India a bit of a fight. More than that, I don't think we can expect anything drastic from the West Indies team at the moment. But what we can do is focus on India. Yesterday, India practiced at the Arun Jaitley Stadium. A lot of crowd in front of Gautam Gambhir's residence for some reason. There were people climbing up the fence, trying to have a look at their one of the favorite, characters from Delhi Cricket Association, Gautam Gambhir over there. He is a favorite among the fans. Shomik, have I lost you because you keep, going in and out?
No, no, no. I am here. Can you hear me? Am I
I
audible?
can now.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Rohit has also joined us. Thank you, Rohit, for doing this. I know you're outside, but give us the updates. What happened yesterday? Well, this won't be a very long live show, but what happened yesterday at the practice session?
For me, Gargi? Yes, for you.
Rohit,
So,
practice
so
session.
basically, yeah. So basically, it started in somewhere around in the afternoon, and it was a different kind of practice timings for Team India, because usually what we I think Shamikda can also pitch in that what's the timings in Ahmedabad, but Gargi, we traveled in Dubai also, in England also, and in Australia also. It was either early part of the morning or in the late evenings where you can see Indian team doing their most of the practice session. But I think because there was a dinner ready for them in the old Rajendra Nagar area where Gautam Gambhir lives, so I think it was a little different timing. They reached Arun Jaitley Stadium somewhere around 1:50 p.m. And then obviously the fielding drill started. They started with they looked more focused on those catching drills, because that what happened in Dubai, there were multiple drop chances, and this has nothing to do with the efforts of T. Dilip. He was always there pitching it up, pitching it with all of his energy, and someone who you can see not only pitching up, with the catching practice only, but with throwdowns also. So I think again the key focus was to get more and more catches and make it more safer as far as Indian fielding is concerned. There was slip fielding also. They were doing slip fielding also. Interestingly, there were debates earlier, before this series start, that Jasprit Bumrah, this could be a possibility that Jasprit will play only one game. But the kind of practice he did yesterday, it's not looking like that he's going to miss this one also, because there was not as far as workload management is concerned. What, in 2.5 days you finish up the first test, and now it's almost second test, and after that he has to get the much needed rest because he wasn't part of the ODI series also. So Jasprit spent quite a good time as far as Arun Jaitley Stadium practice arena is concerned. Uh, and then the similar kind of drill. There was Yashasvi Jaiswal at the start, KL Rahul, Subman Gill spent a lot of time with others also. Sai Sudarshan. You remember this in Lords also. He did a lot of chatting with Sai Sudarshan. So here also he was just trying to help him. He was giving him throwdowns and different kind of talks. Yashasvi Jaiswal, we saw him bowling in the nets also after finishing up his batting. So yeah, it was quite a similar kind of drill. What we used to see in earlier part of the year. But yeah, the more focus was on Jasprit Bumrah, and obviously after that it was the chat between Gautam Gambhir and Gautam Gambhir, Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill was very keen on to have a look on the ground, because this is a black soil wicket, what I'm getting at this point of time. So yeah, you know there also they spent a lot of time, Gargi. So yes, I don't think there will be any changes in the 11. What I was hearing, I think 4 or 5 days ago, that chairman selector or a group of selectors can have a little word with someone like Shubman Gill or as far as workload management is concerned. But I don't think that it is going the way I was hearing it 4 or 5 days ago. I was hearing that there could be a possibility of
Rohit, I think we've lost your internet. You're breaking up quite a lot here. Shamik, can you hear him well, or is it just me?
No, no, no. I think we have lost him. We have lost him. His internet is acting up, I guess. I mean, he. I think he is commuting, and that is the reason.
Yes.
I'm picking up. I'm picking it up from where Rohit has said about the practice and the team composition. See, Gargi, it's clearly that Bumrah will be playing this test match. If you were opting out, you wouldn't have traveled to Delhi at all. So once he is here, which means he is playing. And India, Rant and Doshkata at the press conference yesterday also said India are very likely to go unchanged, because there was a possibility that if they would be bringing on Akshar Patel in place of Nitish Kumar Reddy, but then again, Nitish Kumar Reddy didn't do anything wrong, and they will give them a long rope, in the sense that Nitish Kumar Reddy bowled very little in Ahmedabad, didn't get an opportunity to bat, took a brilliant catch in the second innings. So Nitish Kumar Reddy, but from West Indies' point of view, West Indies they lost the Ahmedabad test inside 3 days. They would they will have to play even worse to lose inside 3 days at Kotla, because I mean even a played good I mean even a I mean a lower ranked Ranji side would struggle to lose inside 3 days in Kotla, given the nature of the service. Earlier, earlier when we were in school, there was a curator at Kotla called Sitaram, and he was a master of producing producing sleeping beauties. So come day 4, the chant would start at the stands, Sitaram Hi Hi. And then Sitaram was replaced by someone called Radhesham as the head curator at Kotla. And even then, whenever there is a dull match, whenever the match is meandering towards a boring draw, people would chant Sitaram Hi Hi. Of late Delhi surfaces, we have seen a few bunsins. We have seen a few bunsins, but as Shubman Gill said in Ahmedabad at the pre-match press conference, uh, referencing the series against New Zealand last year, that look, I wasn't part of the conversation when it happened, the New Zealand series and playing on those ranked earners. But now I'm here and we have taken a decision. We will play on a fair pitch, in terms of on a sporting pitch, in terms of that will have enough for the batsmen, bowlers, everyone. So from that point of view, Ahmedabad also, 2 days before the start of the match, the pitch looked lush green. Then the grass was shaved off a bit, and eventually it became a batting. So it became a batting wicket, in the sense that if you look at day 2, India lost just 3 wickets. India lost. So West Indies batted very poorly. They don't have the except there is a silver lining in the cloud, which is Alec Athanaze. I don't know how long he would be interested in playing for the West Indies, because at the Seat Awards ceremony in here a couple of days ago, Brian Lara categorically said, "Are they willing to? Do they want to play for the West Indies?" That is the thing. But Alec Athanaze is one player who has loads of talent. The way he played the spinners on a when the pitches had rough at Motera in Ahmedabad. So West Indies cricket still have a few talents, but they are not being groomed or nurtured properly. Roston just spoke about the lack of money. This is absolutely one part of the story. Absolutely. But then again, these boards, West Indies, still get a lot of money. I mean, this for 2025, their estimated revenue is around $30 million. It is in the range of what New Zealand Cricket Board would be earning. Now you look at New Zealand, and New Zealand with a smaller talent pool came here last year and handed India a 3-0 whitewash. So it's not only about money. Money is obviously a factor, but It's about whether they're willing to play for the West Indies or not. This uh, franchise leagues everywhere on the planet, I think they are more interested, which is the reason Jason Holder, uh, despite being a former captain, flatly refused to join the state, test squad, saying, no, 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 I don't have time. I have some medical procedure, blah, blah, blah. So this is the mindset. Um, unless West Indies are coming out of that mindset, I don't know if it is at all possible whether they would be able to make a radical overall. But once again, you would continue to see such lopsided contests. If India don't win it in 3 days, maybe 3.5 days they will win it. Mute.
Sorry, I'm on mute. Final 5 minutes on the show. Rohit, I really want to ask you, what happened in the press conference yesterday? Ryan Doskate came out and spoke to the media. Also, give us an insight into what was going on at Gautam Gambhir's residence. Because people were jumping up and, trying to catch a glimpse of Gautam from the fence. What was going on there?
Gargi, obviously, as far as press conference is concerned, you know this really well, and now the audience knows this really well that Ryan Descartes is someone who you can ask questions and you'll get answers. You have to read between the lines. He is not someone who you can say that, oh, he's giving very flat answers, or he's leaving the balls. I mean, leaving the questions really well. He's not someone. I remember, Boriada asking him at just before the India versus Pakistan game, and he was clear about his thoughts and what the team was initiating at that point of time. He was very clear about those things. So I think as far as Ryan's press conference is concerned, it was, as Shamikda said, it was all about the playing 11 changes, the kind of wicket, what's the atmosphere as far as the team is, going through at this point of time. Because in between you have to see this, that there is a change in captaincy also. Yes, it's a white ball change, but it is a part of discussion everywhere. So yeah, he specifically, and as asked on Bumrah also, so he was very clear about the workload management thing. And this team really knows that workload management is only applying, at this point of time, it is only applying to fast bowlers. There was no discussions as far as batters are concerned, till now, that we have to take a call on them also, when it comes to the workload management thing. About Gautam Gambhir's resident, the place, it's old Rajinder Nagar, so you can't have those high wall boundaries, around his houses, that 8 to 10 feet boundaries. So people, because there was a proper bus, only I think Harshit Rana came apart, because he has his house here in Delhi, so he wasn't staying in team hotel. He was staying in his premises, and he came from there. And there were a lot of crowd. Whenever we talk about, what's after Virat and Rohit, you have to see this Delhi crowd. They were staying there, Gargi, for 4 hours. 4 hours till the time the whole dinner happened, everything went on. And when team was riding again in the bus to go back to the hotel, they were chanting their names, they were cheering up for them, each and everyone. Like Ravindra Jadeja was coming, they were saying Jaddu Jaddu, each and everything. And after that, it it almost till, uh, for those 4 hours it was very much there. And then they went on, to their respective places. So yeah, it was just a, dining ceremony at his house. There was nothing to celebrate Shubman Gill's captaincy, which was going on in certain part of social media, that this dinner was called because, they have to celebrate Shubman's captaincy. No, it was just a head coach's call, because it was, I think, the first time it's happening in Delhi after he was the head coach, so it was happening for the very first time as far as Test cricket is concerned. I don't think there was any other format also, any other format game also in Delhi uh, before this, from the time Gautam Gambhir started coaching India. So yeah, it was all like that, Gun.
Gargi, I have a question for you. I have a question
For
for you.
me,
Yeah, yeah. And once again,
sure.
I'm starring the hornet's nest a bit from Rohit Sharma's comment
Uh-huh.
at the Sears from the Sears Award, like the way he completely blanked Gautam Gambhir and credited Rahul Dravid. He said, "Rahul, why the process? This process started long ago. It's not an overnight thing. Winning the Champions Trophy and the T20 World Cup. T20 World Cup. Rahul Dravid was the coach." But Champions Trophy, firmly Gautam Gambhir was the coach. But the way Rohit completely blanked him and mentioned Rahul Dravid, do you think now there is a clear darar? I mean, it is something too many bridges have been burned, and it is something not I mean, it has reached a situation that this cannot be bridged. The gap cannot be bridged. The difference cannot be bridged.
I'm having a very difficult time catching what you're saying because I think my internet is bad, which is why I did not get a single word of what you said at the end.
No, no. Am I
But
audible now? Am I audible
I have
now?
no idea.
I'm not audible.
No, I think, Shamik, my internet is the problem
Could be, could be. Okay,
because
okay.
I can't hear you, but I think you can hear me perfectly.
Yeah, yeah. That is, I think. Then this is something for the letter. This is about Rohit and Gautam Gambhir.
All right, all right. We'll talk about it soon in our next live.
Yeah,
Um, I think we should end the show here because I'm getting a lot of internet disturbance, and Rohit also disconnected with us. So it's a very technical error, uh,
yeah.
inculcated, induced live stream here. But thank you so much, Shamik, for joining. Thank you, Rohit, as well. We'll take your leave for now. We'll be back with a lot more. We'll be back with a lot of coverage from Delhi as well as Vizag. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back very, very soon.